Carolina and Company Live is sponsored by the businesses, organizations, and groups featured in this program. The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect that of WPDE ABC 15, WWMB CW21, or its employees.
You're watching Carolina and Company Live, your source for fun, entertainment, and events. With your hosts, Cecil Chandler and Amanda Sellers. If it's happening in the area, it's on Carolina and Company Live.
All right, it's a Thursday, rolling close into our weekend. Welcome to Carolina and Company Live. You know what it looks like?
What?
Looks like we're going on a tropical vacation.
That's
look
it.
At,
I'm
look
sorry
at this.
we didn't match up too good, did we?
Thanks a lot.
All right. We got a great show lined up today. A lot of fun stuff. You want to know what's going on in the area? You got to watch this show. But first,
that's right. Let's check out our weather.
All right. Well, overall temperatures right now in the upper 70s to low 80s at the coastline. And then as you head inland across the PD and the border belt, that's where you find the mid 80s at this hour. Take a look at our dew points as well. 60s, there are a few 70s starting to emerge. We were a lot lower this morning. That's not the case anymore. The reason why that front that kind of ushered in that drier air yesterday, as well as the clouds, but drier air at the surface, it's really fallen apart, and that's kind of the boundary, the demarcation line, if you will, of the dry air and the moist air. Now that it's fallen apart, all of that progress it made of pushing all that moisture south has once again allowed it to come back north. Even though it is very humid out there, we are dry. We've got a lot of dry air in the mid and upper levels, and that's why we are sunny across the deep south. And as we continue into our afternoon hours, you're going to notice those temperatures continue to climb into low to mid 80s at the coastline, and even the low 90s for inland locations. Temps could be as high as 91 to 93 degrees today across the PD. Meanwhile, up north, we had some pretty massive severe weather, including more than likely the most violent tornado Jefferson City, Missouri has seen in its history, which occurred overnight last night. At least 3 confirmed fatalities due to that nighttime tornado. That storm system now marching its way towards the north and east. A lot of available energy right now along the I-95 corridor. We're going to have to keep a close eye on it. Over 260 or nearly 260 storm reports. A lot of them were straight line winds. This is a classic type of situation that we see in the spring, but of major concern is what this weekend is. This weekend's Memorial Day weekend. A lot of people starting their travel today. So if you are leaving Myrtle Beach headed to the north, I'm talking JFK, you're heading to LaGuardia, you're heading to Newark, Boston, Philly, check with your airlines. We're already seeing delays well over an hour, even to an hour and a half here in Newark, and the storms have not even reached the 95 corridors. So delays are going to only get worse as we head into the afternoon and evening hours if you're traveling up north. If you're traveling south, you're good to go. That ridge of high pressure still keeping us dry Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, even into next week. So we're really going to stay warm heading into this Memorial Day weekend. Temperatures in the 90s, heat indices both inland and at the coastline at or near the century mark. And then heading into next week, we'll continue that trend. Even on our Tuesday, a temperature of almost 90 degrees along the Grand Strand. Meanwhile, inland will probably be reaching the century mark.
All right, there's your lineup for today. Of course, starting with our Hollywood Minute, rolling right into our video of the day, and then your favorite celebrity could be having a birthday today.
That's right. One of your celebrity friends are having a birthday. I'll
really?
tell you about it
Oh,
later.
I can't wait.
All right, we got App of the Week and also today's guest. We're going to be talking about a night in the Bahamas, a fundraiser for early college. That's going to be pretty neat.
That's right. We're already dressed for it, too.
Yeah, I'm ready for it. And we're going to be talking about football and cheerleader camp coming up.
That's
We'll
right.
tell you about
That's right. The WS Foundation is having a big camp for kids. Also talking about 2 authors we have on the show. We love having local authors. One talking about a children's book series, the other about a personal journey book she's written. All of that after your Hollywood Minute.
I mean, I'm just James Bond is going under the knife. According to the official 007 franchise Twitter account, Daniel Craig will undergo minor ankle surgery after he was injured filming the latest Bond flick in Jamaica. Production on the 25th Bond movie, Craig's fifth, will continue while he recovers, and the film is still due in theaters next April.
It's rare you get scripts like that.
Another movie is leaving Georgia in reaction to the state's anti-abortion bill. A rep for Kristen Wiig confirms her new comedy, Barb and Star Go to Vista Del Mar, has joined the growing boycott of Georgia, which has aggressively courted the film and TV industry, offering productions significant tax credits for shooting there.
I'm Rick Dalton.
6 minutes. That's how long the standing ovation lasted at the Cannes Film Festival for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. The head of the festival asked the crowd not to reveal the twists of the film, which is set against the movie business in the late 1960s and involves Sharon Tate and the Manson family. You'll just have to wait until it opens July 26th. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
All right, a wanted crime suspect now. Listen to this. In Connecticut, wants some love on social media. Jose Sims is on the loose, and police have been trying to negotiate his surrender. Police say he agrees to turn himself in. There's his wanted picture right now, and if he gets 15,000 likes on the department's Facebook page. Give me a break.
Wow, the number of likes was a compromise. Sims requested 20,000. Police responded 10,000, so they met in the middle. He is wanted on 7 warrants for not appearing in court, and guess what? As of this morning, it was already over 20,000 likes.
Turn himself in. I can't believe that.
How about
social
can you
media.
believe that?
No, I can't believe it. And the police ought to just go get him. That's the way I look at it.
That's right.
All right, let's look at today. Today is Thursday, May 23rd, and this is Lucky Penny Day. They were cleaning my office and found a penny on the floor. So
was
that's
it
Lucky Penny Day.
How about
I hope
that?
so.
I hope so too. It's also Sea Turtle Day. A big reminder, sea turtles are out right now. They're making their nests. Be careful. Fill in your holes at the beach. Super important stuff if you live here in the coastal area.
1933, Joan Collins, 85. She was on the most popular show in 1985, of course, Dynasty. And listen to this, Liz Taylor beat her out for the role of Cleopatra for the big movie.
How about that? 1958, there he is, Drew Carey, 60 years old, host of The Price is Right Now. Before fame, he was expelled from Kent State University twice for poor academics. It seems he has done just fine for himself.
He's done very well. 1965, Melissa McBride, 53 years old, in the popular TV show Walking Dead. Her first appearance on TV was in 1993 in an episode of Matlock with Andy Griffith.
All right, today in history, 1960, the Everly Brothers recorded Kathy's Clown.
Don and Phil.
How about
That's
that?
right. 1969, The Who released the album Tommy in the UK. All right, here's something very interesting from the Know-It-All department. Jared Leto claims that he shot enough footage as the Joker for Suicide Squad that an entire full-length film could be made out of all the scenes that were cut from the final movie.
Wow. Can you imagine that?
They might come out with a new movie. How about that?
They might. Maybe you should call them and tell them. What do you think?
I'm going to call them this afternoon. That's it from the Know-It-All department today.
That's right. We've got a great show lined up. Stick around. We'll be back.
Motivate kids to help with chores using this new app. See how after our advertiser. The new app S'mores Up motivates kids to help around the house by managing chores and earning s'mores reward points. Assign age-appropriate chores like folding laundry or unloading the dishwasher. You can also encourage healthy habits like eating veggies or daily reading. The kids earn s'more points each time the chore is done. Parents can create rewards associated to a number of s'mores. For example, maybe 50 s'mores earns them a trip to the park, or 100 s'mores earns a movie night. Kids can choose how to spend or save their reward points. The app has a great user interface and designed to help keep the family organized and motivate kids in an encouraging way. The app is free and available on iOS and Android. I'm Francie Black. For more great apps, visit checktangotoday.com.
I would love to have authors on the show, and the Norrie County lady has written a book. The book is about her personal journey of dealing with an absent father. Now the book, A Letter to a Father, here it is right here. This is what we're going to be talking about, and Tasha Moore's with us.
She is, absolutely. So, A Letter to a Father, this is the first of actually 3 books you've written. Tell us a little bit about your personal journey of why you wanted to write this book and why you wanted to write it to help others.
Well, I realized through conversations with friends that a lot of us don't have relationships with our biological fathers, and so I felt like it was important for me to write my journey of not having him in my life and the freedom that came when I decided to write him a letter.
Okay. Oh,
how long was your father
that?
not in your life? The entire?
I am 41 years old, so none.
So none.
So,
okay.
oh.
So, and this is something that, like you said, you're using your personal journey to maybe help other people deal with that or realize the freedom it comes when you actually find forgiveness inside yourself, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about the book. How long did it take you to write, and what's the basis for it? Is it the letter?
It is. Part of it is a letter to my biological father. One of them is a letter to my dad, the man that raised me.
Awesome.
And a letter to my heavenly father.
Yes.
It took me about 6 months, give or take, to get it all complete. And I just decided that it was important for me to deal with the feelings that I was feeling because I didn't realize I had some of them.
Sure.
And so I decided to write a letter.
And so when you write things down, that's a lot of times people say writing things down bring out more than you can actually verbally speak. And did you find the same?
Absolutely. I feel like we've kind of lost that personal touch. Everything's on a screen now, so
Sure.
we are able to text people, and it's great. But I realized that writing your emotions and being able to sit and look at the words or the things that you feel, be able to go back to them. I might feel it in this moment, but maybe I'll feel differently later.
Awesome.
So I think it's important to be able to go back.
Fantastic.
Did you know your biological father, or you had to find him?
I had to find him.
You did?
Okay.
Yes, my mother always knew where he was, but I didn't.
And so
yes.
after you found him, it still was
Still
nothing.
no.
That's okay, because you said that you have written in that letter to your Heavenly Father as well, probably thanking the man who raised you, who is your father. So
my dad.
That's beautiful.
Yes.
That's
All right,
beautiful.
now
And yeah, where can I find
Where
this
can
book?
we find the book at?
It is on my website. It's also on Amazon. You can get it on tashamore.com, and it's on Amazon as well.
Very cool. I like
tashamore.com.
this. I love,
Okay.
I love stories where people take their own personal, maybe
put it
things,
in a book.
and you're able to be courageous enough to share it with everyone. So congrats
Yeah.
on that. That's
Thank you.
fantastic.
There's a lot of
Thank
people that
you.
grew up with the absence of a father.
Yes.
I'm sure that's watching. Thank
Yes.
you, Tasha. We appreciate you being here.
Thank
You're
you for being
welcome.
with us today.
Thank you so much.
Amazon.com. You guys check it out.
More coming up. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
All right, talking about some football and cheerleading camps coming up. The WES Foundation Work Equals Success. They're going to be having some programs going on that you want to know about. First, let's find out WES. What is
Charles?
that? What is the foundation?
What's WES?
So WS Foundation was a foundation founded by Coach Everett Sands. He and I played football together with Coach Jordan at Conway High School in the late 80s. He's a college football coach, and he set up the foundation in an attempt to, he wants to give back to the community. And part of giving back is the football camp and the cheerleading camp that we're going to have on June 29th of this year.
All right, now, where's all this going to take place?
So this is all at the Conway Recreation Center out on Mill Pond Road. The rec center field's out there. It begins at 8 o'clock as registration. We'll have the kids on the field at about 8:30, 9 o'clock.
All right, now these are kids ranging from what age to what?
We're looking for rising 3rd graders through rising 8th graders. So it's open to all kids. It's free. There's no charge for the camp.
Wow. You just need to register. Can they register at Parks and Rec, or do they need to register with you all?
They can show up to register. They can register with us. They can go to our website, which is www.wesffc, which is wesfundamentalfootballcamp.com, and they can register online, or they can show up for the camp on June 29th at 8 o'clock in the morning.
How long y'all been doing this?
So this is the 3rd year we've been doing it. This first year we've been doing the cheerleading camp, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah,
but 3rd year
should be
for the
great.
football camp, we bring in about 40 coaches. These are guys who have coached or played college football. Some have actually played in the NFL.
Cool.
And they come down and they help us out and help the kids out, which is
Man,
great.
I bet those kids have a great time.
Events do you have? And the kids, how many kids will you do?
Last year we had just over 150. This year we're working with the Boys and Girls Club. In addition to the cheerleading camps, we expect somewhere north of 200.
Wow. That's
big
awesome.
event.
Fantastic.
So a big event we're excited about.
Again, the dates on this.
The date on this is Saturday, June 29th.
Okay.
Registration starts at 8 o'clock. It goes till 2:30 in the afternoon.
Fantastic.
The
How
website
fun.
is wesffc.com.
That's
it's up
right.
on there right now if you want to find out more information
that's
about it. Charles, thanks for being with
All
us.
right,
buddy.
thanks,
We
Stacey.
Good
appreciate
luck.
it.
Appreciate it.
Have fun.
All right.
All right. Stick around. We have more coming up.
All right, Dr. Beverly Boone's here with us today, and now she's an author here in Horry County. Has written a series of 5 books Let the Children Speak.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, that's what we're going to find out about.
And they're great. You know, they said you said Bible school, Sunday school, stuff like that. Tell us about these books. It's a 5-book series. Where did you get the ideas and what are these about?
Thank you. Thank you for having me here.
Of course.
I got the idea because I've always dabbled in writing. It's my 9th book. But a minister called and he wanted someone that could take a Bible story, a scripture that he was actually preaching on that Sunday to the congregation. And he wanted to make sure that his children got the same message, but told through a story that a child could understand. So I took on the challenge last fall, and he would send me the scriptures, and then I would write the books. And they were so popular at his church until I decided to include them in my foundation, the Storytelling Foundation. And the whole purpose of that foundation is it's actually patterned after Dolly Parton's Imagination.
Yes, her Imagination Library, sure.
That's the pattern. And what we're trying to do is to have enough books so that even though you register for Dolly Parton's Imagination, I'm thinking about the children who are in homeless shelters, who cannot register, who have been displaced. A lot of churches, many children cannot afford to buy their own books.
Agreed.
So we've had, at my church, I had a wonderful person, Mr. Greg Mitchell and his wife. They purchased 20 books so that all the children could have a book.
So
it means everything.
And you're servicing a demographic that is maybe not served through Dolly Parton. She did a great thing, but you're coming to step in to fill those gaps.
That's absolutely right.
Fantastic. Is this a nonprofit organization?
It is a nonprofit organization. You can include whatever you buy through the organization on your income tax. It is a nonprofit organization, Storytelling.
Now, where exactly can we find these books?
Well, I'm having a big, hopefully everybody will come out, launching at Barnes & Noble and at Market Common. They carry all of these books. And it is at 12 noon Saturday.
This Saturday?
Yes. We're launching the books, and they have purchased a lot of the books, and we're inviting everybody to come out and support the foundation. Buy some books. If you want to be a philanthropist, buy enough and donate them to a hospital, to a homeless shelter, a refuge.
Help pass it on.
Children are everywhere.
You're right.
And not all of them can get registered to receive a book. I write the books for those children that cannot get a book otherwise.
Fantastic.
All the books have a place for them to write their names, and it is their book.
I love it.
Well,
fantastic.
Thank you.
What a great idea. That's awesome. Thank you for being with us today.
It's a very slick cover. I like this. It's very good. All right, thanks a lot. All right, we got more coming up. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
All right, Cecil and I are already dressed. Marcia is here talking about a night in the Bahamas, Gray Cliff style. She's got all the information for some fantastic food coming your way.
That's right. We're talking about, now this is coming up soon, May 31st. This is coming up.
Next Friday.
Found out. Now this benefits Georgetown Technical College Foundation and the K-12 Foundation Early College, but we just found out.
Tell me.
Do you have any tickets left?
I have 4. I sold 6 while I was sitting here. I did have, well, no, I had 7, so I sold 3 since I've been in here.
A night in the
got
Bahamas.
4 tickets, and that's it.
That's it.
I want to know, what are we going to find here?
Well, you know, you haven't heard from me since Dancing with the Stars.
That's right.
So this is going to be like a series, hopefully, of particular nights. I was in the Caribbean for my 70th birthday.
Whoa!
And was having dinner at the Gray Cliff, which is the Crown restaurant of the Caribbean. So the owner, Enrico, and I began a conversation. He has a culinary institute there. So we started talking about our great culinary institute here and our new $16 million facility. We started talking about early college, high school, and he said, "How can I help you?"
And you're bringing him here.
And I'm bringing his chef.
Wow.
Yeah,
Elijah Bowe, who is the Crown Chef of the Caribbean, but particularly of Nassau, Bahamas.
Wow.
And he arrives at 1:49 on Wednesday.
Yeah.
And this is a co-event. You know that the Early College High School is at the college, on the Conway campus. So this is going to be a co-event with Overy Georgetown Foundation benefiting and BE squared.
Wow.
Well, that's a big
And
event.
it's a big event.
You're going to raise how much money? What are you going to raise roughly right now? You know about what
it was $500 a ticket.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so we'll gross 50,000.
Wow.
Fantastic.
And so not as much as Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, I know that.
But not nearly the long-term experience either.
You've got that right.
Yeah.
All right, Marcia,
But it's gonna
you're
be
always doing
wonderful.
something. You're always doing something, raising money. We appreciate what you do.
Well, and let me tell
Okay?
you, since I've come, I have a new State Farm agent and a new assistant DA for Erie County, both early college high school.
Awesome.
All right,
See, you're making a difference.
You got to pay
Look
for
at
that commercial. You got to pay for that one. I'm just kidding.
It's all right. Stick around. We've got more coming up. Oh, hey. Well,
Marcia's still talking.
she's excited for the Bahamas event, and you know what? We're already dressed for it.
I'm ready.
And let me tell you something right now.
All right.
I love some good food, and that is going to be
That is.
fantastic food.
Thank y'all so much for being with us today. We had a great time. And don't forget, coming up tomorrow, it is
Friday.
That's right. We'll see you
guys
tomorrow. Everybody have a great day, everybody.
Carolina and Company Live is sponsored by the businesses, organizations, and groups featured in this program. The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect that of WPDE ABC 15, WWMB CW 21, or its employees.